Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Corbin with Corbin's Cornhole Reviews, back again for another episode. And today we have the NFQ Dope. Really nice carpet bag. Before we get into that, got two things. First off, I do have a Patreon. So it's patreon.com/ Corbin's Cornhole Reviews. You can pledge either $3 or $5 a month, or I believe you can do a custom pledge on there, honestly, because I've seen it. But basically, I'll take a poll and say, what bags do you guys want to see? I'll use the Patreon funds to order them. I'll order them, review them, and give them right away back to you guys. So pretty cool system I got going there. I don't really make anything. It's just bags for you guys, and it gets more bags into my hands to review, which is cool. Secondly, this video is sponsored by Black Sheep Baggers. You guys know I love them. Love their Costellos, love the Blackwaters. You haven't seen the OGs yet, but I love those too. Awesome, awesome bags. So they have bags, they have boards, they have apparel. So they got your jerseys, your t-shirts, your hoodies, all that good stuff. They're awesome. Awesome customer service, awesome quality, just an awesome company all around. So I will have that link in the description as well as blacksheepbaggers.com if you want to check them out. Let's get into the dopes. I really like the dopes. You guys can see them first. Little kind of graffiti design going on there. Just a nice soft carpet on the back. I'll get into the feel of that in a minute, but they're sweet bags. Anthony Smith sells these. He's on Facebook. It's the only spot he sells them right now. NFQ stands for Never Effin' Quit. Okay. And he has multiple series. You've seen I already reviewed the JC. He has the dopes. He has tags. He has sendits. I just ordered the capos from him. He has craniums. He's got a lot of different lines. Covers a wide variety of speeds. Really, really cool guy. He makes awesome quality bags. Also, I mean, they're just very nicely made, and they're a ridiculous price point. So the only negative I'm going to throw out there, and I'll just do it right off the bat, nope, no ACL stamp. Some people care, some people don't. I'm kind of more of the people that care, but I'm starting to fade into the people that don't, because I have certain bags I can use at regionals and certain bags I can use whenever the heck I want. So I do like them quite a bit, stamp or not. So let's get into price. $50 shipped. Okay. $50 shipped direct from Anthony. You basically just send him a message, say, hey, this is what I want. He'll tell you what colors he's got, and then he sends them out the next day. Literally, it's awesome. $50 shipped for a bag of this quality is insane. I love it. So break-in method on these. I was a little unconventional with carpet on these ones because they felt really stiff out of the box. And so I washed them in the washing machine with just my normal detergent and then some wrinkle guard. You guys know I like wrinkle guard quite a bit because it's so mild. It really did the trick. I mean, they came out feeling so soft, so nice, not overly floppy, just really, really nice feeling and throwable for sure, but not like sticky and residue and like gross. It got them right where they wanted to be for a carpet bag. I love it. It was sweet. Speeds on these. I think Anthony advertises them as a 5.7. I'm going to go and say they're more of like a 4.7. To me, they play a little slower, and that's even on my quicker boards. These boards play pretty slick. Most people say that when they come play on them. These boards play pretty slick, and this carpet basically stops on them. It does exactly what you want it to, which is great. Let's get into the three Fs. We have fill, feel, and flop. The fill is awesome. These things in your hand, they feel good. That you can get the best purchase on them, best handhold. And I apologize for the wind. I know you can see it. It is whipping right of the camera. I've had to stabilize this stand, and hopefully it's not wiggling. I mean, it's ridiculous. And on that note, also, I did get a laptop. So I bought a laptop for editing purposes. I'm going to pull out a second camera. I'm going to be using it on the other end. I'm stepping up my game, guys. So I told you guys that I would. I am. So it's coming. But yeah, so that was the fill. It's almost reminiscent of like cat fill, honestly. I really, really like it. The feel of them, they feel amazing. The carpet's really soft but plays true. And the fast side is that like Reba raffia material that Eddie and I talked about. And it's my favorite feeling fast side. It's that super, super soft. Like think like Chaos, Viking, Mob, Shamrocks, JCs also utilize it. The Dopes. Trying to think of what else. Like all slide, slow slide sometimes feels like this. It just feels so good. It's super, super soft. It's one of my favorite in-hand feeling fabrics, and it just slides right off the board. No problem. And flop on these, Anthony showed me his. His are way floppier, but he throws on them quite a bit more than I do because, they're his. But To me, these are like perfect flop right now. I really like how they're feeling. I really like how they play. So that takes us into playability. And whatever you want to do with this bag, it'll do it. Blocks, pushes, flops, cuts, rolls, whatever the hell you can pull off, this bag's going to do it. And I'm going to try some flops because I'm going to be laying blocks with these without much of an issue. So I am going to try some flops. My flop is more of like a flop roll hybrid. It's just how I release it, whatever. It kind of works sometimes. But this bag will do whatever you want. It'll also slither around, drop in the backside. They're just sweet bags. So let's throw them a little bit. The wind is directly into the camera. So going this way, it's going to be knocking them down pretty hard. But we'll see what I can do anyway. So we're going to start slow side as per usual. That was a little low. Don't like that. Step out and get around it. No, I'm not going to throw right at it, but it didn't punish me at all. Totally missed. Any quicker of a bag would have just launched off that board. There we go. So one more time. Right in. They land super soft, which is not typically conducive to a bag that'll flop and cut. You know, it's tangos. Take those for example. They don't land that soft. They kind of bounce when they land, but they will flop, roll, cut, all that, right? Bags that land really soft, you know, like 313s, or oh, what else am I even trying to think of? Like chaos lands super soft. A lot of cats land really soft. You know, it's not really made for flopping if it lands that soft, but these bags have a tendency to land incredibly soft, but you can still manipulate them. Get up there. I'm trying to lay a block so I can flop over it, or attempt to flop over it. Three bags at the same spot. That one I can flop over though. So I'm going to try the flop here. Typically it doesn't work, but we're going to shoot for it anyway. This is actually the first bag I ever flopped. Fun fact. I'm kind of hit my pocket, but you see how it flopped. No problem. Now it was nowhere close, obviously, because I threw it wrong, but it definitely flopped. These things flop like there's no tomorrow. So we're going to flip to fast side here. Kind of loft them up, and it goes. Very, very hole friendly. You guys know I love this fast side. Tried to loft that one a little to see how much it climbed, and it still did pretty well. Hits the back of the hole and drops. And that's what I'm saying. It's a super soft landing bag, so even if you give it a little too much, kind of like I did there, it still started falling in, hit the back, fell. It's not going to hit and roll over. Super soft landing bag. Feels really, really nice in the hand. Anthony is a great dude. Makes awesome bags. Does all the graphics himself. You know, he typically sticks with the graffiti kind of style. Get up. There's the front board. Has to happen, right? Drops right in. So hole friendly. These things are just, oh, that's poor throw. These things are just absolute pleasure to play with, honestly. Didn't punish me. Totally missed. Didn't punish me. The bags are awesome. I love throwing them. See if I can lay a couple blocks and possibly get a flop over them for you guys. Should be able to, but you never know. It's me after all, right? I'm going to step out, try to flop over that one. Yeah. I can flop over both of them. Maybe. Yeah, that's pretty darn close. Let's try another one. Maybe it'll drag them both in. Nah, threw that one way too low. But they hit and they flop. They're awesome. And like flop rolls are kind of like, they're safe for airmail, you know? And I will have to see if these airmail, obviously, because I always got to make sure a bag airmails. But I prefer to flop them. It's just a little more fun, especially when you're throwing like crap like this. Let's go slick side here. Bounce around. Guess it's time for that airmail. Whoop. So the bag just saved me there. That fast side made it so that I could drop in. because that should not have gone in. I hit it just short and it shot over the hole. It should have just rested there or launched off, but bag saved me. Lay that block. A little further right than I wanted, but see what happens. That was kind of a improvised flop cut-ish. I'll try to block it up again. Miss it to the right though, and I'll try to go over both of them anyway. Whatever. I'll go fat side and slither around on the left here. Or completely run into my bags, but again, they hit so soft that it hit those bags and just kept going forward. Wanted to go in. Really nice bags. Really, really like how they play. Just something special about them. Just couldn't get that to the right, could I? Perfect block on my opponent, though. And I do it twice. Trying to lay it back so I can block it. Or so I can flop it. Not ideal. A little close to the hole, but I'm going to shoot for it anyway. All right, one more down and back. Just one more. I know the videos have been getting a little longer, but I enjoy certain bags that I'm throwing, so sometimes the price you gotta pay. Slightly longer video, but then you get to see more of what the bag does, so I'm still gonna try to flop over this. I'm just stepping out to make it in my way. Totally missed. Let's try again. Barely missed. Got a little deep. Here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, set up some nice blockers here, so I can try 4 flops in a row. These are the SW Bag Company Psychosis. I'm gonna be reviewing those in a little bit here also. Really nice carpet bag. You guys know how I've transitioned into enjoying carpet quite a bit. Way too low. I made a very large pile. Gonna have to come at it a little harder now. I made it hard enough, just not long enough there. That's what she said. We're gonna get flop out of these guys. If it's not this one, it's gonna be the next one. Close. I'm not a pro at the flop game. Obviously not a pro at the flop game. It's just, I'm trying. I'm working on it every time I throw. Just trying to do what I could do. I'm getting a little better. I've used it in games and had mild success with it, but just need to focus, make a shot. Nope. Amber's phone's ringing now, of course. Maybe. See how I wanted to. Went up and end and rolled over. It's just my accuracy was all off. Maybe. Nope. All right. One last effort here. Perfect. The one last effort makes it go in. For some reason. So that is the not so short and sweet Psychosis here. I'm sorry, it's not the Psychosis. The SW is the Psychosis. These are the NFQ dopes. Pretty sweet bags. Like them a lot. If you want a set of these, get with Anthony. He's awesome. He's just the nicest guy, and he will get you hooked up. And I'd jump on another set from his line, too, because he has really, really nice bags. So I would go for it, personally. But that's the not so short and sweet on the NFQ dope. If you guys like this one, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your buddies, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.